Whenever a boomer says, maybe if you stop buying that coffee every day, maybe you'll be able to afford a house. Grandpa, last time I checked, a coffee was $5 and a house was 400 grand. Like, make it make sense.
We've all been told the same thing. It's just a coffee. And I get it. It sounds harmless. It feels harmless. But here's the truth. It's just a coffee is a billion-pound idea built on you believing that it doesn't matter. Because if you can make something feel small, you can make it feel invisible. And when something is invisible, it flies under the radar, it goes unnoticed, and it certainly goes unchallenged. So in this video, I'm going to show you why the small spend thing is not as innocent as it sounds, what it does to your money without you noticing, and how to turn it from a trap into a choice. Now, let's for a moment do the simplest math in the world. Say today you buy a coffee for £3.85 and another 1 million people buy the same coffee today. That's £3.85 million in revenue today. That's not small spending, that's scale. And this is the part I don't think people necessarily clock. These companies don't get rich because one person is bad with money. They get rich because millions of people are nudged into a daily habit where purchases done often by lots of people becomes a machine. And that's why, if you really think about it, the messaging has always been the same. It's only a few quid. Treat yourself. You deserve it. A house costs £250,000. What difference will this small amount make? And they do this because the entire model relies on volume. Not one big decision, 100 tiny ones that feel like nothing. And once you see it like that, you realize something that's really important actually. This isn't about guilt or having to choose between a coffee and a house or any of your future dreams. It's about awareness. And awareness is important because if you don't notice the pattern, you can't control it. Now, here's where this gets really interesting. The danger isn't the coffee itself, okay? The danger is how these microtransactions mess with your brain because they're designed to be frictionless. Think about it. You tap, you get a coffee, there's no pain, there's no thinking. And because it's only a few pounds here and there, it doesn't register as a money decision. It registers as a mood decision. So, tired, you get a coffee. Stressed, you get a coffee. You have a long day, coffee. And that's why the trap is invisibility. Because when something feels small, you stop tracking it. And when you stop tracking something, what happens? It repeats. And when it repeats, it becomes a system. Only this time, it's not your system, it's somebody else's.
So you're in the camp of not caring too much about the small expenses, the coffee.
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
Why is it a waste of time?
Because they are $3 questions. If you actually added up how much they actually cost you, it's actually not that much. It's the simple joy that you enjoy in the morning, and you could spend your entire life agonizing over buying a coffee. But when I ask people, okay, so you stopped buying coffee for a month. How'd you feel? They go, oh, I felt okay. I go, what'd you do with the money you saved? They go, I don't know, it's in my checking account. Not only do you have to make the decision every single day to save on these tiny little things, you then have to properly invest that money, and you have to do this every single day for the rest of your life.
And this is where we have to talk about opportunity cost. So let's make this real. Now, if you bought a £3.85 coffee every day for a year, that means that you're going to spend roughly £1,400 during the course of that year. Just think about that. It's going to be around about £117 a month. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy coffee, but what I am saying is you need to understand the impact of buying coffee financially. And stay with me for a moment while I just draw an alternative picture. If that same £117 a month went into an investment returning, say, 7% on average over the long term, and yes, returns will vary, this is just an example, you're looking at your investment portfolio being roughly around £20,000 in 10 years, £61,000 in 20 years, and £143,000 in 30 years. So your coffee isn't costing £3.85, it's costing future options. And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad. I'm saying that because this is where people get stuck. They argue about the coffee when the real issue is they don't have a system that decides what's allowed, what's not, and what they can afford to spend money on first. So let's make this practical, because the question isn't, should I buy a coffee? That's not the question. The real question is, how do I still buy the coffees I enjoy without stealing from my future? Because restriction doesn't work long term, predictability will work, and having a system that guides you will work long term. And this is why this matters even if you earn good money. Now, if you earn 50,000 plus a year, the problem typically isn't just the income. It can be sometimes, but most of the time it's drift. Money going amiss on small transactions such as the one we're talking about right here. So here's the simple way to do it without becoming that person who hates their life because you can't afford to spend £3.50 or £3, £5, whatever it might be, on things that you enjoy. So if you're currently buying coffee at £3.85 5 days a week, then that's going to total £19.25 a week. If you drop to 3 days, it will come down to £11.55 a week, with the difference being £7.70. And the system move is this: you automate the difference. Not maybe I'll save it, not I'll try, you automate it. So the moment you decide I'm a 3-day coffee person, you get a weekly transfer of £7.70 set up into a future pot where you invest it. And if you invested just the difference over the long term at 7% as an example, you would be looking at roughly £5,000 to £6,000 extra in 10 years, 17,000 in 20 years, and £40,000 in 30 years. This is money that would have been in the pockets of a corporate. So this is from one small change, one small rule, and that's the power of a system. Now, you could just make your coffee at home and allocate £20 a week into investment. That would be really life-changing, I would argue, but each to their own. And this is where we have to talk about having a system, because a system is going to guide you. Money feels stressful when you're not in control. It feels calm and stress-free when you are. So me personally, I organize my money in a way that gives me full control and a sense of freedom of choice. And I look at this very, very simplistically. You've got a pot for essentials, you've got a pot for living and enjoyment, and you have a pot for the future. Your coffees live in the enjoyment category where there's no guilt or drama when you're in control. But the future has to be paid first, because if you pay enjoyment first, and that's where your focus is in terms of where your money is being spent, you end up with a lifestyle today and then just anxiety tomorrow. But if you pay the future first, well, actually spending money on things that you enjoy becomes a lot more fun. It becomes a choice and not a financial burden. I think this is a really important theme this year, and this is what we help people do inside the community. But if you take one thing from this video, take this away, okay? Stop arguing about the coffee, okay? And start building systems that make the coffee fit your own life so that you can enjoy the freedom of choice that I know that you want for yourself. Now, look, this isn't necessarily just about coffee specifically. This could be said for a number of things that we spend our money on. And I don't want to act as though I don't have things that I spend money on that are out of the ordinary. I'll show you something actually. I bought this recently. This is really, really expensive. And the reason why I'm able to do that is because there is a system in place in the background. And in the community, we're helping people build systems alongside positive routines. And by the way, if you want our payday routine, you can grab that using the link below. So if you've been watching this and you're thinking, yeah, this all sounds great, but I need a little bit of help setting things up properly, that's exactly what we're doing in the community. Now, if you want to join the community, we have a waitlist right now. You can join the waitlist by using the second link, which is pinned in the comment section down below. If you got value from this video, then please consider subscribing, and also don't forget to smash the like button. But I'd recommend probably watching one of these videos next.